This is a quick video of my Mcculloch PM700 electronic ignition. It is model number 6061B. I got this saw for 20 bucks. He had it advertised, two of them, for part saws. When I got it home, it needed a carburetor kit, so I put a carburetor kit in it, filled it up with gas, and it leaked this compartment full of gas, all in here. It was leaking, if you can see in there where that gray is, in there, and back in there. This tank splits. Anybody that has one of these Mcculloch's 10 series or anything knows that this tank splits in half. There's one screw there and two back here to take that tank apart. There's a groove all the way around where that split is. This is the old gasket, piece of the old gasket that was in there. Cork. The gasket was all deteriorated. By the time you get one of them off of eBay and get it to you, they want about 40 bucks for that thing. Just a complete rip. Anyhow, I cleaned that all up, and this is what they call a spaghetti seal for an outboard motor for sealing the lower unit. Johnson Evinrude OMC spaghetti seal, part number 309044. What it is just a little round rubber gasket that when you take the gear case apart, you reseal it with this spaghetti seal, it's called. I just put that spaghetti seal in that groove all the way around to get the right length, and then cut it, and just put a little dab of crazy glue on the end of that and stuck the two pieces together just to hold it. Laid it in the groove, put some Moto Seal, the gray Permatex Moto Seal, put a little coat in the groove all the way around first. Laid that spaghetti seal in there, in the groove, and on the top it has a lip all the way around that fits down in that groove. Set that back on there, let it dry for 48 hours. It says only you need to do it for 24, but anyhow. That at any outboard dealer would cost you about $1. They'd sell you a piece of that spaghetti seal. Anybody that works on an outboard knows what a spaghetti seal is. I got this in a 50-foot roll. The red stuff is not quite as thick. You want the original OMC if you can get it. The other stuff would probably work. Anyway, she sealed the gas tank completely. And then, of course, my gas line up here was seeping. So I used Seal-All around that to just seal it. But that Seal-All, I tried that stuff before sealing tanks. You can't get it on fast enough. It all hardens up, gels up, and then it's no good for nothing. You don't have any working time with it. This Moto Seal, you got all kinds of working time. Just put a little line around it, and then put your spaghetti seal in, and put a little bit of Moto Seal all around that lip that fits down in the groove on the top part, and bolt her down. And when you have this apart, another guy on YouTube suggested this. Inside here there's a steel spacer, that post. Just file a little tiny bit off of that post, and when you have these apart, there's a post under both these screws. Sand, you can see the crack down there. Sand the powder, the yellow powder coating off them, so this cover goes down just a little bit farther, tightens down farther. Just sand them a little bit. Don't sand them too much, or if you tighten that screw, you'll break the cover if you got too much sanded off your spacer. But just file a little bit off that aluminum spacer in there and clean these posts up back here. Get some of that yellow powder coating off them so the cover goes down for just a hair farther. No leaks. OMC spaghetti seal is your answer. I'll fire this thing up. Just what else did I have to do to it? Oh, the carburetor kit, I had this pull cord was completely seized. I took it apart and cleaned it all up. I got a couple of screws that broke off in here. I'll have to fix them. That's an easy job. And that was about it. I'll fire her up. I'll lay this down for a second.